I'm Deonna Anderson, Senior Editor at GreenBiz Group, and I'm here with Paddy and Nsubuga, who is part of Team Musana, which is going for the Wege Prize this year, 2021. So Paddy, I'm really excited to talk to you today, and I'm hoping you can speak a little bit about what your solution is.
Briefly, I'll have to say composed of 5 members. That is, we have Ruth on board, Kathy on board, Martha on board, and Chikomeko Ibrahim on board. Yeah, so we are finding, we have a solution we are developing that we have gone through the design takes in the Wege competition and are able to come up with a circular solution, a solution that does not only tackle customer needs, but also cares so much about what the circular economy has to offer. And yeah, it has been through the Wege challenge that we are designing a stove. The stove we have designed, the design we have come up with is one that is trying to, for futures, we are looking at completely using it as a reliable source of cooking for our target customers who are the nuclear families, not an extended family. And that currently what we look at is that it uses solar and water to fuel cooking, whereby water is to be used as our thermal storage media.
Got it. So what inspired you and the other folks on your team to tackle this problem?
Now this started on an individual basis because I've grown up with a single mother, and you find that every time it comes to purchasing a sack of charcoal, she finds it frustrating. And so on realizing such a struggle for my mom, I realized and look at the future, the demand for charcoal is not by any chance decreasing, but rather increasing. So I figured out that if we could get, for starters, a complement to wood fuel cooking, and then later for futures, maybe something that could be reliable, it could, in one way or the other, help to reduce the costs that people spend on buying charcoal and cooking with fuel. Because while we are looking at solving the people's commercial problems, like the money they spend on purchasing charcoal, here we are also looking at a way of preserving more of the environment, more of the forests that are cut down to get firewood for cooking. Yeah, so on sharing this idea with my friends, being that I am not good at so much of business modeling, I had to get friends that are experts at that have got good experiences with business modeling. Being that I am a bit technical because I'm an engineering student, I had to get a fellow student that we can work together and ideate it. Meanwhile, we are also not working alone. We are working along with mentors who are helping us to critically analyze the technical feasibility of our stove, whereby in cases where we overestimate, they bring our estimations down to the realities that this is what you are going to get, maybe for the starters and maybe for the futures, you will then achieve something of this measurement. So yeah, what inspired us is that it came from a personal basis where I felt like it is a challenge we have to solve. And so on sharing it with people who are inspired and as well are committed to bringing solutions to their economies, bringing solutions down to their communities. Yeah, this is what bonds us. Yeah.
Got it. So you mentioned kind of a little bit about the struggle of gaining access to charcoal. I'm curious if you can explain a little bit about why wood fuel or charcoal is such in demand in Uganda.
Oh, yeah. Fuel demand is so much the demand is high simply because, for starters, we shall say, when you look at the people in the village, it comes free. And by it comes free, I mean they just have to go to the forest and fetch the firewood. When you look at people in the urban areas, we have access to electricity. You find that a unit is too expensive and cooking consumes quite a lot of electricity. So you find that rather than using electricity to cook, people are going to opt for charcoal because it is a bit cheaper than electricity. But meanwhile, as the demand continues to increase, despite the access to electricity and other supplements, I would say gas, people are afraid of the safety of gas. I wonder if you get what I'm trying to mean by gas. So with that, with such compliments that people are afraid of, this is where we think that coming up with a product that assures them with safety and can assure them with a complement, like a sort of a complement for them to cook and reduce further their costs. We try to trust that, the demand as it is increasing, we tackle it with our solution. We believe that we can come to a curb of this demand, such that we can also look at the environment and saving the trees that are cut down for just basically focusing on charcoal. Yeah.
Got it. So it's kind of like you're trying to help people both with cost and the environment because of like how much deforestation happens.
Exactly.
Yeah, got it. So I'm curious.
Okay, so what happens here in Africa? Okay, sorry. What happens down here in Africa is that though there's some people who are really so much caring about environment, in such a case that we are tackling this problem, the fact is that we have people put so much in front their financial costs, their financial expenses. So when you approach them with the messaging and branding of that we are reducing your costs, it is something they are going to easily adopt and fall for. But rather at the background of the enterprise establishment is that you're bringing about an impact of conserving the environment. And basically here we're talking about forests. Yeah.
Definitely, thanks for sharing that. So I'm curious if you can share a little bit about how willing you think that Ugandans are to kind of make the switch to the solar and water stoves that you all are proposing and currently working on.
Yeah, sure. It is to be noted that solar solutions are not solutions looking for a problem, but rather they're a solution looking for promotion among the people. So with the right messaging and branding of our product, how is it going to benefit them? Just like I've shared earlier on, is that people will adopt to it. They are certain, and we have all the, I would call it testimonies, once they are certain and have seen testimonies that it is going to reduce their costs on cooking. Yeah, and when you look at our target people, yeah, we trust that as we go on, as we keep on the research and the development of this product, which has been really enhanced through this competition, the Wege competition, regarding the comments from the feedback from the judges at every point in the phase. Yeah, we trust that we are going to get there and are going to be able to enhancedly get to the customer needs, address the customer needs.
So you just mentioned your target audience or your target people. Can you explain a little bit about who that is specifically?
Yeah, sure. Yes, when we talk about target business, I think it is very critical for whoever is starting up an enterprise to know who their target customers are. Yeah, because we have, during the process, we have been able to carry out our market research and have come to an admission that not everybody may be able to use the stove, but at least we have a target audience on which we can actually base on. So for starters, we are looking at nuclear families, whereby these people do not need large quantities of food to cook. So our stove is being based on that precision, that we are able to prepare meals for at least 4 people. And then when we look at the targets, are those people that use charcoal and they feel like they really need a complement. People in the cities where we have access to solar energy. Again, that comes down to our target customers that we are targeting people, for example, in northern Uganda, where we have a lot of solar, unlike in western Uganda, where it's little, less reliability to sunlight.
Thanks for sharing that. So I know that you're focused on Uganda specifically right now, but I understand that wood, fuel, and charcoal is also kind of a problem in other parts of Africa, in Tanzania and in Ghana. Do you think that eventually you'd like to expand to those other areas?
Yes, surely. We look at this bringing a bigger impact to the rest of the world. But before you take it to the rest of the world, you have to provide a basis to the rest of the world that this has worked out in our country. So we need to give it a try in the next country. So there is no limitations to where we would like to expand this after it is totally implemented and the product has been standardized. We would like to further to other countries such that they can get access to this technology and product we are developing.
Got it. So part of your business model is to collect the stoves at their end of life or repair them if they're damaged. Why was it important for you to include that as part of your model? Why is that important?
Now, during in our participation in the Wege competition, there is a lot we have come to learn as a team. You realize that when we keep our materials, the materials we use to make the product in circulation in a way that we still have access to them, even at the time of disposal, you will find that the company will actually kind of gain more returns than when we dispose of the materials we use to do the product, which comes down to the reduction of waste disposal in the environment, because the materials we are using are all recyclable. And we have access to companies here that will supply with these materials. So we have the capability of taking the materials that are down to be recycled to those particular companies, of which means that even at the time of when you take back those materials, these companies still give you money. They're going to pay you for bringing them those raw materials still to make new products. So it was very key to keep materials in a circular model, which first of all benefits the environment, and second of all, it's to benefit our enterprise because it is a way of earning money as well to our enterprise. And then, you find that we are reducing a whole chain of disposal to the environment. That is why we embedded it to be that way. Yeah.
And it sounds like when you were first answering that this is something that you all decided to implement kind of in the process of applying for the Wege Prize. Is that accurate?
Has come to, we've realized a lot and learned a lot where we have to convert our linear economy, because there's so much based in the design of products we do. Once the product is designed in a perfect way, there is a way it benefits the enterprise and the economy and environment at large. Those are the things we have come to realize during this competition. Yeah, that as we design our product, we've made it repairable, a stove that is repairable, where our components are replaceable. So these are things we value so much and things we have come to learn in the Wege, during the Wege challenge. And we are so much happy to take them on and implement them in our business model. Yeah.
So what else have you been learning through this process? And also like kind of taking a step back, what made you all decide to apply for the Wege Prize?
Oh, yeah. What we have come to learn is that we had, for starters, we wanted this to be a complete replacement of wood fuel. That was an overestimation of, we over-expected. But through the process, through the competition, we have come down to acknowledge that it is currently a complementary product that we are building, and have to prove that it is something someone has to go for. It's a product someone has for, knowing it's complementary and that it will give value back. Yeah, so, and the other thing that brought us to apply in the Wege Challenge is that having this problem at hand, and Wege was looking for people who tackle big problems and apply a circular way of, a circular solution in their problems. So this is the reason we applied for Wege, knowing that one phase at a time, we shall approach the implementation of our enterprise and the establishment of our business model. We knew that it was not going to be an easy game, an easy competition, but we trusted the process. And so, yeah, we also came to apply for it because of the prize that is being given. I mean, it's Wege Prize. So we look so much at it, at giving us a step towards the establishment of our enterprise after we have standardized our prototype. Yeah, so it is also one of the things that brought us to participate in the Wege Prize Challenge.
Definitely. You just mentioned the prize. So I want to talk a little bit about this, and I think this might be my last question for you. What is your team's plans after the prize? And if you win, what do you plan to do with the money?
Oh, yeah, sure. I trust my team will be saying this, and yeah, as a team, we have come to a conclusion that when we get this money, we have to make a standardized product, a product ready to go on market, such that we can kick off with business. But on the other hand, it will be worth appreciating the team's commitment towards this competition. So we shall just have a simple fun time, to appreciate team members. But above all, ultimately, we are looking at establishing the enterprise and pushing through to make sure that the goes onto the market, and continually following up with our customers when we continue to make adjustments to our product until we are at the core of it. Yeah.
Got it. So you plan to celebrate and have a good time and then get back to business is what it sounds like.
It will more so sound like we have to finish the business, celebrate a little bit, and get back to business.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Paddy, for talking to me today. It's been really great.
Oh, thank you so much, Anderson, and for giving me the chance to be on the platform as well.